Hello everyone, I'm doing a short video to show how you can restore cast iron by running it in the oven on the oven cleaning program. Our goal is to get something like this. That's a nice seasoned pan, and eventually I'm going to get a pretty smooth bottom. This is an older Lodge 5SK it says. I don't know how old this is, but it has a natural smoother bottom. Anyways, and actually normally, you get something like this going, and I usually just spray it down like this and I'm done with it. Cover the lid. I use it every day, so anyways, that works pretty well. Some people use a paper towel and rub it down, but this works to keep a good non-stick finish on the bottom. Anyways, I have a bunch of cast iron that I'm gonna sand the bottoms down and make them smooth. And so I put them in the oven here on the oven cleaning program the day before to clean up various issues that they had. And some were new pans, others had years of seasoning on them, and there's also one pan that had a whole lot of problems. And I just thought I'd show you what sort of you end up with. And of note, when you're done with this, as you could see, you probably want to run a vacuum at that after the oven gets all dry. I mean, not dry, after the temperature comes down. Anyways, so I got all these stacked in here, as you see. And so here are some Tramontina, I guess it's called. These were Costco special. Anyways, that's what you get. They had a kind of a pre-seasoning on them, but I want to get this really rough bottom off there. Anyways, run it in the oven. All the pre-seasoning's gone. It's all ready to go. Just set that like that one. And it was a two-part set. Here's the other one. 12-inch, big sucker. And it's kind of got this odd look to it, but once you wash this down, it'll be fine for doing sanding or starting your seasoning if you just want to go straight to seasoning. So I have that one there, and that's all good to go. The pre-seasoning's gone, and it starts from scratch. Although these two were new. They actually came with some silicone handles. Not a bad deal for the price. Here I got more. You could see there's a lot more gunk here. Now this pan had a lot of seasoning on it. I'm gonna just scrape that here. Anyways, this little thing, superior quality. It says made in China, whatever it is. So anyways, you wash this off and it's good, ready to go for a new seasoning. This actually was a good little pan, but the seasoning somebody had done had really gotten gunked up and not very nice. Also, the bottom's a little bit smooth, but I think we could clean that up. The seasoning was really bad on it any which way it goes. So let's see, where are we now? This is another Lodge. It says Lodge 8SK, and it had not that great a seasoning as well. It really needed redone. The bottom's kind of smooth on this one, but I think it still should get a sand down. But you wash all this off, and this will be ready to season again. Just run it in the sink, wash it, soap and water. Watch it, rinse it down, and that'd be the last you'd use soap on this. After that, just water. So I got a whole batch going here. And there's this fella. Let me just set this down for a second. It's a nice pizza pan. But this thing really has a rough surface. It's relatively new. It never was seasoned. It had like a pre-seasoning on it. I don't know how well it is for making pizza, but I've seen a lot of people use these. They take them to a campfire or something and put it down and like make hamburgers and stuff on there. But let's see, does this have a print? I don't see a print, but anyways, it's all ready to go as well. It's looking good there. Anyways, the last one is particularly interesting. It's this big fella. Looks kind of rusty. But this does have a rough surface, but it's, boy, it must be 20 years old or something. 20, 30, I have no idea how old this is. But let's get this. Here's the back side. Dry fry griddle. So I think it's an older thing, but when I came home to my parents, they had this thing sitting outside under a spruce tree. And all the spruce tree sap had gone and dropped down onto here. And it was a mess, just absolute mess. But now, you know, this thing, I'm going to do some work on it, but it is, you know, it'd be good to wash it down, and you could actually technically put a seasoning on this and you'd be good to go. So that's where we're starting. And you could see, I just thought I'd show you just how much mess is left in here. My oven did need cleaned, but it's not bad. When it's cold, vacuum this out. But anyways, this is where we're starting, these pans, and we want something like this. Nice and seasoned, smooth bottom. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you want to do me a solid, hit like and subscribe. Hitting those, maybe someday I'll get money out of these videos, but we'll see. This will just, for now, it's just to educate you on what it kind of looks like. Anyways, run the oven cleaning program for a couple hours, and make sure it's well ventilated, because if your oven doesn't lock, you know, seal off when it does oven cleaning, it stinks to high heaven. So doors and windows open if you can, vent fans on, and you might even want to spend a fair amount of time in a different room. So anyways, this is a very effective way to get rid of all the seasoning and whatever damage, you know, like sticking damage and whatnot on your cast iron. It'll get you to a point where you can either start seasoning or maybe sand it down and then season. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.